host, Dave Yanni Riley.
I'm Dan Liguori.
And we
got I'm Bluesman Mike with the Blues Review
Bluesman Mike. Yeah. How's it going, Mike?
Hey, bro. I'm kicking it, you know, just waiting for this weekend to turn up. I got to get in here and practice and plunk around a little bit, knock off some more of this ring rust that I got. But yeah, you know, we've been very fortunate in that we do have some gigs. And that's been a big thing.
A lot of people can't say that, man. This pandemic can hit a lot of people rough.
Oh, yeah.
As far as playing goes.
Yes.
But you know what? Hey, this is my first time without seeing you without a hat on, man.
Well, these headphones. Well, I know I got hair.
Right.
Up there.
I always see you with your nice hat, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of snow up there, but no. Oh, and I got my shirt too, you know.
Okay. I like that, blues man.
We've kind of made it so that we've been doing a lot of duo stuff because a lot of places are only hiring duos or single acts.
Yeah.
So you gotta do what they want. As far as the band, I'm starting to hit a nice little thing. I've done quite a few private events, resorts, so on and so forth, and so that's been keeping us afloat and been able to keep the guys busy, you know, and
that's good,
and not just be dormant at home. Oh man, wait, when we gonna play?
Getting rusty.
When we gonna get together? Yeah. And, we haven't done as many practices as we would normally do, or something of this nature. But I just send them the information, and hey, we just go from there. I told everybody, I said, hey man, you're professional, so hey, let's do it. You know, we'll knock that timing thing. We'll knock that out the box as soon as we get together again. So. Yeah.
Right. Well, Mike, you got an interesting story, man. Won't you tell our viewers where you're from and how long you've been playing music and what got you into music?
Well, I started out, some 40, 50 years ago. High school was when I actually started. And I had a little 4-piece band, and wasn't much, but hey, we kind of were doing that thing because we were kids, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But my brother, this is the kicker. My younger brother, by 5 years, he had a 10-piece band. And these guys were like killing it, you know what I mean? They were killing it. They were putting out, remember 45s back in the day? Yeah. And old school music. And, and I said, hey, man, you Little Caesar's brother? I said, yeah, man, that was his name, his group. And he said, they would always say, yeah, man, how's your band doing? I said, well, we're hanging in there. We're getting a gig or two here and there, now and then. But, make a long story short, yeah, he had a lot of success with that. And the 45 did very well. Nowadays, he's trying to find some of the, because we just have stacks of them in the house where we live. And all of a sudden now, they just all disappeared. But, he's been able to sell them on eBay, old school music. And, he's been getting some fantastic music for 99-cent little 45, with back in the day. He got a bid for like $1,400 for one cut, man. I said, yeah, okay. I'm tearing the place apart trying to find another one,
Right.
But, I went to the service, fought in the war, and when I got back, I decided, I was married at the time, and I decided, hey, and back in this is skipping forward a little bit, back in about 2007, me and the guy I worked with, we got the band. We decided we were practicing together, and we decided, hey man, let's get a band going. So we did that. Picked up another cat from work, and a kid that lived down the street from me, and we formed what's now called the Blues Review Band. And this guy's name was Doug Hill, and the cat, that other guy, his name was Avi, and I had Scott and Stuck from down the street, and he was a drummer. So I was bass man and lead singer. So we started out and we were playing little joints around town here. And like I said, you know, when it said blues review band, it's, oh man, we don't want no blues, man. We want some rock and roll, some metal or something. I said, hey man, let's give it a chance.
Like, was that the bars that were saying that, the clubs that wanted rock and roll?
Yeah, you know, and you know, they were. I was hitting the area over there by ASU, so you know, it's predominantly what they wanted and stuff, you know. So, but I didn't give up, and our music continued to improve, and things started to happen, and I think we recorded some stuff on YouTube and some other places, and people sort of liked it, you know. So things evolved from that. Quite naturally, Doug's work he became a supervisor, a manager, and his time wouldn't allow him to participate in the band. Avi had the same situation with him, and Scott went off to college. So I was scrambling, getting some cats here and there and coming together. I picked up Bobby Neely, who was an accomplished keyboard performer and player. And Bobby had played with a guy by the name of Archibald the Drills from Houston, Texas. Mm-hmm. And so he fit into the fold really cool. And from there, he told me about another lead guitar player, and his name was Sugar Bear, and he had performed with a guy by the name of Billy Paul, me and Mrs. Jones guy. Yeah. And then I had another cat by the name of also when Bobby couldn't make it, I had another guy by the name of Rob Thompson, and Rob had performed with the guy by the name of Bobby Womack, because he's from Ohio. Rob's from Ohio, and Sugar Bear's from Philly. I'm from DC originally. And so it kind of came together. And so playing on the west side of town, the barbecue joints, a few other places.
West side of Phoenix?
Yeah, west side. Yeah, at Phoenix, you know, Dylan's Barbecue and some other places where they would give you a shot with the blues, okay? Mm-hmm. And I just kept the dance floors full, and I used meetup groups and so on and so forth. And so that unknown thing became something that everybody knew about. You know, I said, hey man, you got to check these cats out. And you know, it's a hot little group. Don't worry about that being blues, but hey, they putting it down. So I had good feedback. And I like I said, I utilized social media as one of my prime things about getting the word out, where I'm performing here and there, as well as, you know, YouTube, Facebook, you know, things of this nature, and the meetup groups. So from there, I had a chick that came over. I had a girl, you know, and Rob had told me, hey, Mike, don't pay no attention to it, man. She can sing. I said, what do you mean I'm paying attention? I know she's a white girl, but don't pay attention, man. She can throw it down. You know, oh, okay. All right, bro, if you say so. And he said, you know something? She can even play harp. So you don't have to put your bass down, play harp. I said, oh, okay. I said, that's cool.
Now you're interested.
Yeah, I said, hey, all right. Yeah, so she showed up at Dylan's one night. And so, yeah, hey, she wanted to do it At Last. I said, well, you mess up on that, girl, you know. Yeah, I mean, that's a good one there. That's a tough song to sing, you know. And so, and we started doing some other stuff by Coco Taylor and so on and so forth. And she caught on. She caught on. And so when I could afford her, because a lot of places, they didn't want to pay. They didn't want to pay the money that, to have a 5-piece band or a 6-piece band with a sax player. So I had to stick to 4-piece band, which is what started me out. And I found some places that, hey man, you got to bring the girl, man. I said, well, you got to pay. You got to pay enough so I can afford to pay everybody, man. So we started hitting some places over in Scottsdale, the resorts, and a little place in which Francine Reed and some of the other singers around town, Michael Reed, and so on and so forth, have been playing at, and that was Cashmere's, and they loved us. I mean, we'd always pack the house. They couldn't even squeeze nobody else in there. And so, and they had an overflow portion of it. I said, hey, we're gonna fill that up too. And so, and so things became, where we were being known all over the town, all over the city, all over the valley.
That's great.
And that kind of got us started in what we do. I've also performed at the Flagstaff at the Blues and Brews Festival, in which people can check out.
Time, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a great festival up there that they do, and I also got my start as a 4-piece at a festival that's no longer around, which was over in Glendale, which is the Glendale Blues and Jazz Festival, which they had jazz on one side and they had the blues on the other side. Mm-hmm. And it would be going, simultaneously, because, we're far enough apart to where this could happen. It was a big event. I think I had 3,800 at that, and that was the first big concert I did there. And so we made and I didn't even have a girl at that time. It was had Bobby, myself, and a guy by the name of Kenny, and he played the drums, and Sugar Bear and myself. And so that was great. And today, I can reflect back 10 years ago, 11 years ago, when we played that concert. And, to this day, everybody sees and says, hey man, you guys were cooking. Mm-hmm. And they had some bands on there that I hadn't heard before. The blues bands came up from Tucson and so on and so forth. Hey, say, man, you guys are good. Okay, I ain't letting it go to my head though, but thank you, But from that, I was able to come up with, in doing that, it was, my first CD, all right, which was Blues for the Road. Okay. Blues for the Road was my very first CD. And the very first song on there was I Love Money. And that's a song that I wrote.
I wonder why.
And it's been one of my mainstays that we did. And we just had a 4-piece band when we did that whole CD.
What year was that, Mike?
Oh man, it had to been. Let me look here. Oh, Mike, you didn't put the date on there. Well, it had to have been 11 years ago.
Oh, so probably about 2010, something like that.
Yeah, 11 years ago, and that was my very first CD. And like I said, we did a 4-piece band, and I played harmonica on there as well as played bass and sang. So, it was they get to do all of it, but it was fun, and we enjoyed it. And then that, like I said, as the band moved on, and we became more known around the valley. We were a big hit over at on the west side with the West Side festivals over there.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of bands who want to do that kind of festival because you have to be there all day.
Yeah.
Even though you only play for 3 hours, you have to be there all
Those
day.
the outdoor festivals, Mike?
Yeah, outdoor. It
Yeah.
was outdoor. And you know, there would be 4,000 or 5,000 people come through there through the course of the day, because it's a big thing, you know. I mean, you know, vendors, food, drink, booze, you name it, you know. So that was my introduction to the West Side as a solid thing that I could kind of count on happening every year, and not just you know, about 3 months in a row during that festival season, you know. So
Yeah.
that was cool, as well as out in, lo and behold, Cave Creek.
Oh yeah.
Because they had a festival out there.
Yeah, I have a festival.
And the same people that gave the festival over here, over on West Side, did the festival out there. Also, I was involved with the festival over here in Mesa.
Yeah.
I would do the downtown festival. Oh, and that was cool. That was really cool. Also, not as big a crowd, but still, the people really appreciate your music. You know? And from that festival, this CD came, Mo Blues. Yeah. And so that was my second CD that I did.
Okay.
And we had a lot of fun doing it. I was using a 6-piece band at that time when I started doing that. And that included a saxophone player and quite natural keyboards and female vocalists, you know, and stuff like that. So that became a mainstay. And I was really proud of that particular accomplishment of doing that CD. In addition to that, I did some songs. I used to go down to a place downtown. I don't know if y'all remember that. Bobby C's.
Which downtown? Which city?
Downtown Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Phoenix. It used to be a place called Bobby C's. I don't know if you remember that, Yanni.
Oh,
There's a place called Bobby C's.
No, that's before my time.
Downtown.
Before my time.
Well, Bobby C's. You know, this cat was from Chicago. Okay. Yeah, he always, hey man, no man, I don't want to do no blues, man. They like R&B down here, you know. I said, hey, bro, give us a shot, you know. So he would always hire my keyboard player anyway, and he would do like a jam session down there. And so I would just go down there and sing and light the place up, and the cat would, hey man, hey Bob, you need to make sure that dude comes in here every week you play, man. Yeah, he brings a nice little crowd. I thought you didn't want to do no blues, man. You know. But it was a good place, you know. And yeah, they did predominantly do what's known as R&B, you know. Yeah, so. But George Benson would come down there, and he and Bobby, the owner of the place, owner of Bobby C's, they were good buddies. Okay, so you know, I had the opportunity to sing, you know, stuff and showcase what I do anyway, you know. So, and then one night we were down there, and we were just about to go in, me, Bobby, and a guy by the name of Papa John. Papa John, you know, been around Phoenix forever and ever, okay? And he's an old blues man, played with just about everybody. Rest his soul, you know, he's gone, but we were just about to go in and do what we do. And George, hey guys, hey, I got something I want you to check out. So George is bringing us, man, ain't nobody heard this, okay? But I want you cats to hear it right now. So he takes us over to his Rose and pops in the CD, and what do you think? You know, I say, hey, I say, man, that's kicking. That's going to be a hit, you know. And you know, he said, oh man, yeah, man, I've been working on this for months, man. You know, I said, all right, cool, man. So I was very fortunate to hear his actual recording of a song that came out on one of his Grammy CDs that he did. And this was some years back, but you know,
Wow.
it was fun, you know. I mean, you know, just you know, I said, hey man, yeah. So when we went in there, and when he shows up, nobody wants to play because George is in the audience. Everybody, you know, is trying to play. But he had his boys in there anyway. So his boys got up and played. It's members from his band, about 2 or 3 of them. And it was 3 of them. And man, they just, ooh, I mean, blew the place up, okay? And so Papa John says to me, he says, hey man, nobody don't want to play, Mike. I said, hey man, I'll sing. Yeah, come on, bro.
I already know.
You know, so it was fun. And, you know, and he gave me my props, man. You know, I said, hey, well, it's all because of the band that's behind me, you know, that I sounded any good, you know, so it was cool. You know, but there was just one of those things, you know, that one of those occasions here in Phoenix, you know, that you're able to hear some of the talent that comes through here, you know, that he actually lives out in Paradise Valley, you know, so, yeah. But my thing has been every year, you know, I would do what's known as the toy and diaper drive here in Phoenix.
Right.
And I'm surprised, Dan, that you hadn't heard about this, man.
I know about it, yeah.
You know about it? Okay.
Yeah.
I do it at
first week of December.
Hey, bro, you should have been there coming down there, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, we would get, I mean, we would just pack the house. And you know, hey, I had so many people that donated, musicians here in town, that donated their time. I don't care if they couldn't bring the whole band. Well, hey, I'd play, or some of my band would play. It didn't make no difference. We make it happen, okay? You know, yeah, because it was for a worthy cause. And we get stacks of toys and stacks of diapers, and to donate to Salvation Army. The toys will go to Salvation Army, to the Forgotten Angels, and that's what they named the drive from the Salvation Army.
How many years?
And then we get the diapers to go to First Wave Pregnancy Center. You know.
How many years you been doing that, Mike?
And like I said, this would have been year 13, but because of the COVID, had to cancel the event quite naturally. Yeah. So we'll be working on 13 this upcoming December. And it's one of the things where I can actually, you know, get the outpouring of people donating to a worthy cause, you know, and giving back, being able to give back. Now, not only is it a toy and diaper drive, look, I give away prizes, okay? I may raffle off CDs. I may be the prize at the end of the night is a flat screen TV. You know, I started out with a 32-inch. Did that for a couple of years. Oh, I gave away a sound system too, 1 year. But the year before last, I gave a 42-inch flat screen away. So, and all the bells and whistles on it. And so the people would come in and, you know, buy raffle tickets. And then at the end of the night, if you live early, you're going to miss out. Because I ain't calling nobody to come and win. Okay. If you ain't there, then you can't win. Okay. But it was fun. And, you know, It was, every year somebody would take on the grand prize, you know, and besides, you know, getting a collection of Mike's new CDs.
There you go.
You know, now this one, this was my third. We Do the Blues, and it was done in 2018, somewhere in there. Okay, We Do the Blues, you know, and you know, Dave, your dad did one of the songs that, and I did this too.
Mhm.
That we both liked, and not What You Won't Do for Love, but what was it? I'm thinking now, and I had it on my thing, because this was one of the CDs, and your dad just put this out prior to the COVID thing too. The name of this song, I don't see it right now, but it was done by Lattimore. You know, he's the one that actually did it. Was the first guy that wrote it and did it. Straighten It Out.
Yeah.
Let's straighten it out. Your dad did it. I'm telling you, your dad did it.
That's what it's great. That's what it's
I like his version too. Yeah, let's straighten it out, baby.
He was always trying to straighten something out.
Well, that's off of my We Do the Blues CD, you know. I got that on there, and also some other things, you know, Bobby Caldwell, you know, everybody, you know, and then everybody knows about My Good Thing. So some other jams, you know.
So let me ask you this, Mike. So
Yeah.
Before the pandemic, did you feel yourself rolling real good, and then everything came to a halt?
Man, I couldn't believe it. I was booked, you know, like I was looking at the calendar. I said, oh man, we booked for that whole month. We booked for that whole month. We booked for that whole, and it'd be every weekend, plus during the week, because a lot of the resorts would have stuff during the week. And so, hey, no problem, you know. And I like the resorts because they had early hours, you know, staying up to 12. You know what I'm saying? I can go in there and do a gig from 4 and be out there at 8 o'clock. Boom. Hey. And the thing that I liked about the festivals, you know, like I said, yes, be out there all day. A lot of people don't like that. But man, no big deal. I just sell CDs and do what I do. You know, you'd have maybe 3 groups. And 3 groups, you know, they play maybe 2 to 3 times during the day. So you had to space it out, you know, you do it and then take a 2-hour break and then come back. And then the other guys will go play, and then, you know, so on and so forth, man. And it worked out pretty cool, you know. But yeah, before the pandemic, everything was cooking, man. It was really cooking. Yeah. It was cooking. You know, we were very, very, very fortunate in that we had a lot of stuff booked, and you know.
Do you think we'll get back to those days?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. You know, I didn't even get to go to the casino that I was supposed to go to. They had booked me in. Pandemic hit.
Which casino was that?
What was that called? It's out there on the reservation, but it was about 100 and some miles away from here. Not Cliff Castle, but
Twin Arrows, maybe?
No, not Twin Arrows. That's up in Flag.
Like
I you know, they have Apache Sky Casino and Apache Gold Resort Casino. So those are 2 of the ones in which I never got to play because of the pandemic, you know, thing. But the good thing that happened during the pandemic was I was able to put out this. It's got
Hold it back up there. There you go.
Yeah. Now
Check you out. Check you out. That's my man right there.
Hey, those ladies are from the Brazilian dance team. Okay, and there's like they have a nine ladies in their dance team, and they do private parties, clubs, you name it, but they do Brazilian dance, and I mean they are great. You know, I caught them over and didn't expect it. The guy was playing, and he had them as his added attraction. They came out, and so I was going to have them at this year's, in which got canceled. I was going to have them come and dance there, you know, at the tour in Dapper Drive, you know. So, but it didn't happen. But you know, maybe this year we'll be able to make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know, you know, it's like water under the bridge. But you know, we're going to see what we can get together this year, and make that thing even bigger and bigger and better than ever. You know, so you know, I played up at the Italian American Club, which is right up the street from the Rhythm Room and so on and so forth, and go over the Chars and all that kind of stuff too. You know,
I heard they closed down Charles.
Yeah, they did
for good.
Well, I don't know if it's for good. For good, they closed it down, and I think they got someone that's buying it.
Mm.
But I don't know how they can do anything with social distancing in there, because that's even smaller, way smaller than the Rhythm Room.
Charles is like a lounge instead of a club.
Yeah. So, and they don't serve food.
Right.
You know, so that's another thing too. You had a truck, you know, let Rhythm Room have a truck come out there, but that was about it. But this week I was very fortunate, and you know, I just got through doing this weekend. We just got through doing Fountain Hills, which is a mainstay.
You played in Fountain Hills this weekend, Mike?
I do like a duo up there, and
Okay.
it's at the All American Sports Bar and Grill. So we do a duo up there. We bring some blues to them. They saw me down at the Culinary Dropout, the people that own them, and they asked me, hey, you know, and this was before the thing, because when I used to go up there, I used to bring a band, but after the pandemic, they only hiring a duo now, okay? But they saw me with my band over at the Culinary Dropout, in which, I tell you about places that were kind of, you know, hey, man, I don't know about the blues, you know. Yeah. Well, at first, that was their original staple, one of the places. And then I said, hey, man, let's give it a shot. When we filled that dang on place up, and there's no place to dance, by the way. We filled the place up, and they were dancing by the tables anywhere they could find a place to dance. Mm-hmm. And the guy said, hey, we got to have you guys back. so it became a thing where we were playing there at least once or twice a month, you know. And like I said, you know, hey, we do the blues. That's what I do. I may throw some little R&B in there, make them happy, mm-hmm. you know, just for kicks and giggles, but blues man.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the way it is. But you know, we just did the All-American up in Fountain Hills, and we did Hooters bike and car show Saturday, and that was cool. It was outdoors, you know. That was outdoors. I had the bands, and so this week coming up, I've got the Wigwam Resort, 3 days in a row, and this will be from 10 to 5 for your viewers. There'll be 3 acts on. I'll be one of the acts. There'll be at least 2 more acts. I think Inca Gold and another act. and we'll be performing live music out there all day long.
What's the dates on that?
That's going to be the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st.
All right, make sure y'all check that out. The 19th, 20th, 21st of February.
That's right. And live music. And I'll have the band. I'll have my sax player and everything. So
you'll be full throttle? You'll be full throttle?
Oh, yeah. Full throttle, bro. The thing, and then after that, I got to go to a resort, RV resort and play, but that's a private thing. But then the next day, Saturday, right after I get done with the festival, I go to Westgate, and we'll be playing out at Westgate Entertainment District there, which is in Glendale, and so we'll be doing that. I'll just have a 4-piece there, though. I won't have the whole band. I'll have a 4-piece, and what we started out with. And
what day is that? What day is that, Mike?
That'll be on Saturday, the 20th. The 20th.
That's
Saturday, the 20th of February. Yeah. Now look, there's a big engagement coming up, in which I know a lot of Phoenix folks and people from the surrounding area love to attend. But you have to get tickets ahead of time, and that's at the Botanical Gardens here in Phoenix, okay? Desert Botanical Gardens here in Phoenix. And we'll be there. They've broken it up because of the COVID thing. So I'll do a 1-hour show from 6 to 7. And then we'll take a break, and they'll wipe down the whole place and bring in the next crowd. And they'll come in from 8. I'll be on the next show from 8:30 to 9:30. It's different, but I'm used to just playing straight through. Give me a 15-minute break and we're ready to roll.
Right.
But because of the COVID thing, they're doing that so they can wipe down everything and still have the event. It's an outdoor event. It's one of the nicer outdoor events as far as the backdrop and all that. I got to bring my own sound equipment, but that's cool. And this will be taking place March the 5th, which is on a Friday. And then the next day,
my birthday.
Is that right? Come on down, man. and the next day I'll be at Voodoo Daddy's right over here, off of right across the parking lot from Costco, off of Elliott and Priest and Elliott. So, like I said, we'll be just super busy as far as playing and that. But the thing is that I enjoy doing it. Still at this old age, I still enjoy doing it.
Stop it.
So
Stop it. Talking about old age. I remember playing and you coming in at 2 in, looking fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man, come here, grab this bass.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're absolutely right.
You get around.
Yeah. And I must admit I missed the premier blues place here, and that's the Rhythm Room. That's the premier blues place,
Sure.
Phoenix anyway. I missed that. When you walk through the door, you knew you were in the blues place, man. That's for sure. And I've always had a love for the blues,
It'll be back soon, man.
Yeah. I pray I pray that all these establishments come back. I know a lady right down the road from where I live at over here in Chandler, Good Time Charles. Okay. A lot of the groups that were playing at Charles were going there and playing stuff. And so she's always she hired Bam Bam and them to be her house band and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, it was cool, you know. And she does a lot of country and country and rock there, you know, R&B and some blues. Because I played there. Carver Jones has played there, you know, Carvin Jones, you know, and some of the other guys around town, you know. But my thing is too, I'm still digging away at it and scratching at it and everything else. I just want to get that thing where I'm up on that wall where your dad is, you are. That Blues Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, I'm still scratching away at that. You know,
you don't get that. Hey, tell us about this new CD, man. What influenced it?
Well, you know, a lot of things that came about on this, in which you know, besides, I was listening to a lot of the guys. You know, one of my favorite artists was always, and he still is Bobby Rush. You know, I mean, every time he played at the rhythm, I'm there. Okay, I'm there. And I said, hey, you know, he'd have the booty shake girls on stage with him. I said, yeah. And I got to meet him this last time. And actually, you know, we traded CDs and things of this thing. I always had some of his CDs too.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Anyway, you know, and I mean, this cat's written over 250 songs, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you know, he finally got his dues where he got into, you know, where they got him a Grammy, you know, and stuff. So
yeah. I mean, he's in his 80s.
But I mean, you know, they wait till the cat is 85 years old. You know, I mean, come on, man. This guy's been around doing this forever and ever, but you know, because it's in the blues genre, you know, they just tend to overlook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they just tend to overlook it, you know. And then you have cats, you know, that like myself, I do his music. I do his music because I've always enjoyed his music. And one of my prime songs off of this, which is entitled this CD, is entitled Knee Deep into the Blues. Okay. Now I wrote a song off of there titled that, and had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, when you listen to it, you're gonna see that you know, it was a thing, and then you saw my car, the car that I drive.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. I mean, you saw the car that I drive. Now look, every blues man that's a blues man has written a song about his Cadillac. Yeah. Okay. You think I was gonna pass up that opportunity?
Right.
Heck no, man. So I wrote a song, My New Cadillac, and you know, that's one of my things too. You know, I did some other things. You know, Backdoor Man. You know, Pain is the one which Bob Cortor accompanied me on, and he was able, man, to lay down some hellacious, I mean, harmonica on that, man. That was just, I mean, I said, yeah, bro. I said, we're gonna raise some eyebrows with this CD. So you know, I encourage everybody. I've got stuff on there that, you know, yeah, I did some redos on some other guys like Tommy Castro. I've always enjoyed Tommy. You know, he's come to the rhythm room at least 3 or 4 times. Blues Is All Around Me was one of his big hits, and I redid that. Shiver, which Robert Cray did some 10, 12 years ago. I redid that song too. And one in which, now all these things in which, you know, are by somebody else, written initially by somebody else, I had to pay. I had to pay in order to, you know, get the rights to record them. Okay.
Oh yeah. Copyright.
So yeah, you did the crime, I'm the one doing the time. I always dug that. That was done by Buddy Guy. Bringing Up Somebody's Home was written by, I think one of the old time boys, you know. I forget his name.
Albert King made it famous.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And Born Under a Bad Sign, William Bell.
William Bell.
Yeah, yeah, I'm broke and I'm hungry. Now, I bet you neither one of y'all can come up with who wrote that.
I'm broke and I'm hungry.
I'm broke and I'm hungry. The original, not one of the other guys that redid it like myself. I'm broke and I'm hungry. All right, I'm gonna tell you this. They were sitting out on a front porch, and they had some acoustics, guitars, and it was done by Blind Lemon Jefferson. Now that's going back. Okay.
And I was thinking that.
But the guy that really was Junior Wells, that actually had a hit out of it. I mean, because Junior's put the horns and everything else,
put the power
just like I did,
put the power behind it.
Yeah. So it made it something different, and so I've had fun doing that, and so it doesn't really always have to be something that I've written, because I just enjoy blues. And
I mean, that's the blues, man. You take something, make it yours.
Yeah, and I do, that's what we try to do. That's what we try to do.
Who influenced you, Mike?
Who were your influences, like the beginning guys, the forefathers of the blues,
Well, just as some of the guys that I've named here to this evening, Junior Wells, because I like playing harp, as I enjoy playing bass, and I enjoy singing. So he played the harp, and he was hellacious on that. One of the guys that crooned that I really liked was Bobby Bluesman.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hey, Bobby, he just mesmerized the women out there.
The best voice of the blues.
So,
the best voice of the blues.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and hey, the Kings, Albert King, BB King.
How about Little Milton?
So Little Milton and some of the cats that have been around. Shoot, I just enjoy it all, man. So I've got an extensive collection of blues, and I'll just try to add to it, as well as with my own stuff. I try to, I said that, well, I'm gonna do this next CD. This last one that I did was just my fourth one. It was one of the things in which we were, like I said, the COVID thing, and it was like the lady. I was wanting her to come down and sing some more backup with some of the other stuff. And, she was scared of the COVID, so I couldn't get her no more. I got her for one session, and we made that count. She did a song by Coco Taylor on that, which was Evil. It's a great song. A lot of guys do that song, and they change it up a little bit. But
let me ask you this, Mike.
Yeah,
I didn't watch you perform, and I love watching you perform because I love to see a bass player play bass and sing at the same time, because I can't do it.
Oh yeah, come on.
Hey, it's a hard thing to do, man.
Yeah. I mean, I may miss a note or two here.
It's a hard thing to do, but you put a lot of soul into your music. Do soul music play a part of your blues? Because you got a lot of soul in your stuff. So
well, thank you. I grew up listening to a guy by the name of Otis Redding. And Otis always had that, that unique voice. And Otis, he's actually play guitar and piano and stuff like that. A lot of people didn't realize it, but he could. And he write a lot of his stuff too. But I listened to him. Percy Sledge, I mean, that cat. I enjoyed his way he crooned and stuff. And it's been guys that have come and gone. Joe Simon, I mean? Yeah, I always remember him because it was always this song. I'll keep you warm through the winter, baby, and I know damn well you can keep me cool through the spring. Things like that, man. Kind of stick with you, and we've. Even though a lot of the musicians that play with me come from an R&B background, stuff like that, and I had to convert them.
You got to baptize them.
Yeah. But I said, hey man, just get it into this groove and we can do it, And so it's worked out. And hey, we've all butt heads sometimes, We're all butt heads, I mean, that's to be expected. But the end product has always been really cool, And I also had another cat that helped me produce, and as far as my record, my CD, was a cat by the name of. I recorded it in his studio by the name of Brian Cuban. Now, Cuban, he his studio is Cube Music, but he comes from a country rock background. All right, but he teaches music. He can play guitar. He can play piano. He can play. He's drums, and he's an exceptional bass player too.
Okay.
And so he teaches that. But not only that, helping arrange and produce things. He's won 4 awards himself for the people he's produced at the Grand Ole Opry, down in Nashville. But he had been so busy prior to couldn't even go down there and get the award. They had to send it to him. So he got him hanging up in the studio quite naturally. But, but he's always appreciated the genre in which I do. And, I say, hey, man, it's, and he's been around, the band that he plays has been around for 30 years, Mogion. And they're big on the country rock circuit. All those cats are cool, man. Anytime they see me, I got to get up and sing with them. So it's fun, it's fun. And you know something? It's nice to be recognized and appreciated that way.
Oh, definitely, definitely. You definitely recognize and appreciate it, because I appreciate you, because every time I see you play, I take something from you and put it in my tool bag.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. And likewise here, man, because I enjoy when you and your dad play, man. I mean that's hey, I'm out there on the dance floor. So.
Right. Yeah. Every time you play, man, I put something in my tool bag that you do. I'm like, oh man, he just did that. Oh wow. I'm like, yeah. I put it in my tool bag. But I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's music is like a universal thing.
Sure.
It's been that way forever and ever, and I think it'll continue to be that way.
I mean, yeah.
And I always tell people, I say, look, a lot of this in which you're listening to evolves from the blues. I say, the blues is the one that
founding fathers. Oh,
yeah. And yeah.
You hit a touchy subject, man. People don't want to hear that. Everything came from the blues for the most part.
That's
true.
They don't want to accept it. They don't want to accept.
That's true. That's true.
So I wanted to ask you, Mike, how do we, I mean, there's a lot of people, I know a lot of musicians that, maybe start off with blues and they try to go into rock or pop. How do we keep these musicians in the blues and say, hey, the blues is where to go? I mean, I know people maybe look at going to these other genres and looking for the money out of maybe rock and roll or pop. These other
and that's another thing too. How do we keep disparity? It's like you said, there's such a disparity in a blues musician being paid and a rock guy getting paid.
Or
country and a rock guy, country.
So in your experience, is there a reason for that? I mean, I look at it. I mean, they're all different genres in their own ways. But why that is that just from the venue's perspective?
Well, a lot to do with it is the crowds and okay. For example, a lot of the people that come to see the blues are older set. Okay. Yeah. Now the older set has a limitation on things. They ain't gonna sit there and drink till they fall off the chair.
Right.
Okay, but the younger set will, But a lot of it is the crowd thing. That's a lot to do with it. With whom they can get into their place, right. To bring other people into their place. And so that's and as true as it might be, that's the way it is, and so we just got to keep plugging away. Sure. As far as us, that's what I say.
Would you say?
And the more people you enlighten to what you can do as far as a blues musician, and show them that, hey, not every song that I do is slow drag or this or that. Hey, I can get funky with it just like the next guy.
But that's the biggest misconception of blues. Everybody think, oh man, it's slow and sad. I'm like, no.
Hey, I've taken one of Marvin Gaye's songs, and I'm trying to find out which CD it is on. It's number 5 on Mo Blues. I'll Be Doggone. Okay.
Yeah.
I took that song and funked it up. Okay. I mean, hey, like I say, hey, Marvin, James Brown ain't the only one that can get funky or something. So, there's things in which I think once people expose themselves, come on and give it a try.
I think that's
they'll find out that, oh man, hey man, we can get down to this, and as limited as I am with maybe a duo sometimes, I got cats come in there, young cats especially, and they be like, hey man, can you do the Temptations? I say, man, we're a blues band. I said, well, what are you doing? I said, but I'm gonna do it for you. Hey, I'm gonna do it for you, but just remember, we're two, okay? And so when we knock it out the ballpark for them, then it's, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. So, well, you just gotta give it a chance, bro. You just gotta give it a chance.
Okay.
I said, the thing is that we, my band and I, we can play multiple genres.
Sure.
But my mainstay is the blues. That's why it's named the Blues Review Band. Bluesman Mike and the Blues Review Band. So
that's what I'm talking
and I stay with that. I stay with that, and like I said, the places that I've gone, and I'm gonna give you a prime example. Okay. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I played out at the resort out here at Scottsdale Plaza Resort, okay, for years. I mean years, okay. It's the longest act to be out there. And then COVID messed it up, and then they got new people in, and, whatever. They're doing duos and single acts and stuff. So, but prior to that, we would play out there, and the demographics out there was like 60 to 70 or something, 60, 75, and so the guy, he said, wait a minute, some people that, come in here and eat, play, and drink all night. I said, you dang all right, I can't. I said, you just keep us coming back. And so I changed that from 60 to 70. Yeah. Now, the older people didn't stop coming, but I started bringing in the younger crowd.
There you go.
And then the crowd, from 25 to 40, and they started showing up in numbers, okay? And then the people that would come there for the weekend and stay at that resort, they wouldn't even go back to the room. And they didn't even dare. And they have shows that'll take them downtown Scottsdale for free. They said, why are we gonna go anywhere? This cat is cooking, okay? So they would stay there. And then in the hotel, the resort would love that, love it, And so the thing about it is, like I said, you just have to give the music a chance. Yeah. Just give it a chance, And hey, make it happen.
Yeah.
Like I said, we can get funky as the next guy, And we know when to slow it down. So you can go on and smell the perfume on that lady's neck when you're dancing to it too.
What's your I was gonna ask you, Mike, what's your favorite cover song to do, like a blues that maybe the forefathers have done, like a Muddy Waters or Jimmy Reed, Jimmy Rogers? Have you ever favorite covers to do?
Well, okay. One of my favorite covers that I can say right now, there's so many of them. This, I have one here that was done on my, if bad luck were money, I'd be a millionaire. Hey, Mary Lonnie. Yanni. Hey, man. And that was, now I changed up the words a little bit. I wanted it to be, I wanted it to be more in my thing, if I got to that verse in the bridge there, and talking about, his old lady talking about, hey, ain't gonna be no love making, ain't gonna be no love making here tonight. If bad luck were money, I'd be a millionaire. But there's things in which that's one of my favorites. And it was a cat that had cancer, and he's still around now. And he played on that concert that I did out in Glendale, and he's just that dynamic crooner, man. He's been around for a while. I think he's friends with a cat by the name of Robert Cray, and him.
Robert Cray.
A good friend. And so Robert raised money to help him get his operation that he needed. And he's still doing it. He's still doing the music. And he did a song, Who Was He? Which was actually originally done by Bill Withers. And so I've always enjoyed doing that song. Yeah, I didn't do it exactly like he did it. I changed it up again, and made it suit what I do. But he was the one that I heard it, besides Bill doing it. And I just happened to be playing as a warm-up group on the same concert festival, and it was out in Glendale some years back, you know, and you know, it was cool, man. You know, things like that. Oh, now you're up in Flagstaff, right, Dan?
I'm in Phoenix now.
You're in Phoenix now?
Yeah.
Well, up in Flagstaff, I did the warm up for a girl by the name of Danielle Nicole, and she's old left hand. I mean, that girl, that girl can wail a bass guitar, and she's left hand. Bass guitar as big as she is tall. Okay.
Okay.
And she is amazing, bro. Now, I was a warm up for her, so that's how I met her, and you know, came you know, friends on online and stuff, you know, and she'd always send me a little link up where she's overseas or something. I said, yeah, it's cool, you know. But she did some stuff. She did some stuff on her CDs. We exchanged CDs and stuff like that. And she's just been phenomenal. Right now, she's kind of dormant. She may be doing some local stuff. She's from Kansas City, by the way.
Oh, okay. So
And that's where her home base is, out of Kansas City.
Okay, so you met her in Flagstaff.
I met her in Flagstaff,
Okay.
at the Flagstaff Blues, and I was a warm-up group for her. And my boy that has the big cigars all the time on his CD, sing like hell, man. Bald-headed guy. I'm big, tall dude. Sugar Ray.
So as you said the cigar, I know who you was talking
about. All of us were on the same show, man. All of us were on the same show. I told Sugar Ray, I said, hey man, you better bring it tonight, bro, because I just tore him up out there. You're right here. Oh, hey, I'll bring it every night.
The Texas boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I said, oh yes. Oh yeah.
Jimmy Primetime Smith?
Huh?
Have you met Jimmy Primetime Smith?
Yeah, I met him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he remembers me or anything. I met him at the Rhythm Room.
Yeah.
Okay. I met him at the Rhythm Room, you know, and you know, through the course of the years, yeah.
He's also an Arizona blues musician. He's stationed in I believe Mesa right now.
Yeah.
We have a lot of talent. We got some good, talented blues musicians in Arizona.
Oh yeah, hey man, yeah. Hey, this city is just full of entertainment, talent. Sure. I mean, it's just beyond your imagination. You know,
sure,
untapped. You know, unheard of, and you know, you just gotta keep tapping away at it. And the thing is, when you reach out to those places like the place down in Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know, and Blues Blast up in Chicago. Yeah. When you get the music out their way, and they can appreciate it, you know, and they can expose their audiences and whom they have to what you're doing. It's cool. Like I'm on Spotify, man. I'm on Spotify. I'm on let me see here. I got my thing right here. Keep me from guessing.
Tell us about that Reverb Nation too.
Yeah, Reverb Nation, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Play, Pandora, Tweezer. I ain't never heard of them. They got my music, man. iTunes, but Spotify is the one that, you know, you get on them initially, and they'll spider it out to other sites and things, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's where everybody's able to access, you know, what we do as far as my CD and so on and so forth.
So do you like the new age way music is being distributed, as far as like Spotify and YouTube and
you like that?
Yeah,
because
I
records,
mean,
CDs
I
are
just
pretty
wish they
much
would
dead now.
call more attention to the blues that's on there. A lot of times, the way I find out about some new blues or something is through the magazine or through which is Living Blues, and also through Blues Blast, and they in turn also the Blues Society sends me a notification every month or so. Yeah, every month from these cats. They say, man. And so I'm able to look up these new artists that are, or not so many, maybe not new ones, just artists that got new music out and stuff, I heard Billy Gibbons, ZZ Top,
You consider them
cat.
rock and roll? I mean, I know they had blues influence, but you consider them probably more rock and roll.
Yeah, I know.
ZZ Top,
and yeah, but
ZZ Top can play some blues, man.
They can play some. Hey, I'm gonna tell you a song that I did from them, and I changed it up and made it more funky. Is "Baby Please Don't Go."
Mm-hmm.
Now that's originally done by another cat, Old Timer. Okay, it's originally done by Old Timer. And so when I heard him, Billy Gibbons lay down the bass line to that, I said, "Oh, wait a minute, I got something even funkier." So I laid down this bass line to it, and then got my drummer. I said, "All right, come on, man. All right, show me what you got." And then I got the keyboard player, and then Sugar Bear. I said, "We're waiting on you, Sugar Bear. You got to throw something in here, man, and it better be good." So we premiered the song out here at the Hooters. I had everybody out in the parking lot dancing around. Shoot, hey, mask or no mask.
But you got a high energy show, man. So people got to be looking out for that, man. You got a high energy show. But then you got to realize a lot of these rock and roll bands, they was blues bands at first.
That's right. They were blues bands.
And they ran to the money.
They ran to the money. And
that's true. That's true. That's true. You're right about that. It's one of the things too. A lot of times when they get older, then they resort back to.
They come back home.
Yeah,
come back home.
On back. And when they get older, they just come on back.
Right.
Hey, baby.
It is what it is.
Play the music, man. Do your thing, But the whole thing about the Blues Review Band has been that we've been here, and we started out just like most bands, humble beginnings, and been very, very fortunate to have been and survived everything, and we're still around and able to do what we love doing, and that's the mainstay. And another thing is that anytime anybody has something they want to talk to me about and about my music, I'm more than happy to be on like shows like this and tell people about what we done, how we came about doing it, and so on and so forth. And it's just like I said, we've been very blessed. There's a lot of bands out there that just dormant right now, and it's sad, but it's all due to the economy and this COVID thing. So we've been in that people have still remembered us, and I get a call or email, whatever, man, and hey, can you do this? Dang on right, babe. We'll be right there. I got to get back down there. I like going down there to that, man. I like going down there to Monterey Courts.
Wow.
You know, it's nothing fancy or anything. But I just enjoyed it because so many people
they got a nice little thing going, like something like the Rhythm Room.
Yeah.
Not as big, but it's outside. They got a nice little thing going, man. I like playing that Monterey chord.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it too is, you know, Marty Cool, you know, the cat's got the radio station down there.
Yeah, right across the way. Yeah.
Yeah, if you go ahead and contact him anytime you're playing down there, he'll get it on his radio station, man.
Oh yeah.
He does. He promotes the blues, and I appreciate that too. Now, I had a cat that was asking me, Dan, are you doing your station from here, or you just?
I'm doing the podcast right now.
Podcast.
Yeah. So with Yanni, I did have a show in Flagstaff before this pandemic, but with the pandemic, it's been hard to do that. So, you have somebody that's looking for to get music played, or?
Well, yeah, I'm always looking to get my music played. You ain't got to look no further. I got 4 CDs here. You take your pick. But the thing is that no, what I was aiming at, because of like my guitar player was asking me, well, what's the call signs for you to go back and hear what we discussed today,
right,
or so on and so forth. You know, how can he hear it, or you know. So I said, well, do they have a station that I can listen to? And I said, well, I know he had a station up in Flag, but I didn't realize you moved down here.
Yeah, I'm back down in the valley. So yeah, but there is I still have like the pre-recorded stuff that's on stuff from previous shows that are on Sunday on 101.5. It's radiosunnyside.org. So you can check Sundays at 2:00. So it's like my past shows. I don't do anything live right now, but those are my past shows when I was doing live shows before this pandemic.
Yeah. So now I can expect to look out there in the audience and see you sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
hey Dan, it sounds like he's calling you out.
Hey, you only
of course. I'm itching to get back to
what side of town are you on? Dan, what side of town are you on?
Say that one more time. I couldn't hear what you said.
I said, what side of town are you?
Oh, I'm out in the west. I'm on the west side, closer to
West side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We burn up the west side.
Oh yeah.
No sweat. I'll be like I said, the Wigwam.
Litchfield Park.
We'll be at the Wigwam this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday out there on West Side, as well as Westgate. Westgate is out there where the Cardinals, not so much the Cardinals, but the out there where the Coyotes play and all
Coyotes hockey and Cardinals football.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we'll be over there at that mall out there at their entertainment district.
We ain't gonna take up too much more of your time, Big Mike, but I want to tell you this. I want to tell you this. Everybody that's in the Phoenix area, go check out Bluesman Mike and the Blues Review. He's one of my mentors. Every time I see him, you can say, okay, yeah, I'm in Hall of Fame and all that. That's great, but I'm a student to this guy. You know what I'm saying? I always sit back and I got my notepad out every time he plays. So go check him out. It's a high energy show and you won't be disappointed. Bluesman Mike and the Blues Review. Much respect to you, Blues man. You already know how I feel about you. So, hey, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Hey, give us those dates again when you're playing around town.
Thank you.
Let us get those dates again, bro.
Oh, the dates. Okay. Well, all right. Let's go for that. We got the 19th, 20th, and the 21st out of the Wigwam Resort. Okay. We'll be out there from 10 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Then that evening on the 20th, we'll be at the Westgate. We'll be at the Westgate Entertainment District out there in Glendale. And we'll be there from 7 till 10. Okay. And all these are outdoor engagements. So, hey, just bring a blanket, lawn chair, and some hot coffee or hot cocoa, and let's have a good time.
Listen to some hell of a blues.
Be ready for some down home blues.
Like I say, thank you.
Thank you so much,
Mike, for coming out. One of my mentors. I'm Dave Yanni Riley.
I'm Dan McGorry.
And I'm Bluesman Mike.
Show. Thank you.